Hey there, welcome back to yet another episode in the journey of demystifying the Patents Act. In the next few episodes, we will be dealing with various provisions related to infringement proceedings from the perspective of the patentee and the infringer, alleged infringer. Let's do a little recap of what patent rights are awarded to us once a patent is granted. So as per section 48, we are provided with an exclusive right for preventing others from making, using, offering for sale, selling, or importing a patented product or a product obtained by a patented process. In a sense, you are given a monopoly right over the patented product or the process. But don't you think such a blanket prevention suffocate the further development and future innovations? As in, if you can't work on the invention, how are you going to work on the next generation or the next version of the innovation? Therefore, it is critical to get some clarity on what activities are considered infringing activities and what are not. The Patent Act has exempted a few use cases or activities from the purview of patent rights. We have already gone over them, a few of them, but it would be good to go over them and a few new ones once again. So as per section 47 and section 99 to 103, government use of the invention for its own purpose is not considered as an infringement activity. In case the invention pertains to a medicine or drug, the importation of such medicine or drug on behalf of the government for distributing to the healthcare sector such as hospitals and dispensaries are also not considered as an infringing activity. Similarly, any activity which could be termed as research or experimental purpose in nature is also not considered as an infringement activity. Another activity where the invention is used for imparting knowledge to student is also not considered as an infringement activity. Moving on to the usage of invention on foreign vessels as per section 49, which are in India accidentally or temporarily for short duration. The use of invention on board these vehicles for the purpose of the working of the vehicle will not be considered as an infringement activity. But this is not applicable for residents of those countries that do not provide the similar rights to Indian citizens or Indian residents. Next, we will discuss another activity which we have not visited earlier, but it's an important one. It is provided under section 107A. What it says is any activity which includes making, constructing, using, selling, or importing of a patented invention solely for the purpose of development and submission of information as required under the law in India or elsewhere to an authority that regulates the activities pertaining to the product. This is also known as Bolar Provision or Safe Harbor in the US. Now, can you think of any real life example, a real life sector that could use such a section? Think of the pharma sector. More specifically, think of the generic manufacturer. Now we know the patent would last for 20 years. That means the generic manufacturer would be free to market their product only after 20 years. But can they hold their development efforts until the patent is expired? Specifically in pharma, it takes years and years for getting the approval from the drug authorities for clinical trials as well as for marketing the drug. So they have to start well in advance so as to be in a position to market their drug as soon as the patent is expired. For them to do so, they have to use the patented drug for the comparative exercise, for deriving informations and data to be submitted to the authorities for proving that the generic drug is indeed a bioequivalence of the patented drug. So such an activity is exempted from the purview of patent rights. At this point, I would like you to focus on the word selling also. Now, selling is commercial in nature, isn't it? So how is this provided as an exemption? I'll give you a scenario. A company sells the patented drug to this generic manufacturer for the purpose of doing their R&D. So the manufacturer is doing the R&D, but this particular company is making commercial gains out of selling the patented drug without the consent of the patent owner. But this guy is enabling the R&D for the purpose of development and submission of information. So can this guy also take cover under Bolar Provision? Think of it. Moving on to another activity provided by section 107.b. It says importing of the patented product in India will not be considered as an infringement activity as far as the patented product was obtained by another person in another country who is authorized under law to produce, sell, or distribute the patented product. Confusing? See, the other person in the other country might have got the license from the patent owner or might have bought the patented product. Or there could be a situation where there is no patent granted for that product in that country, and this guy is free to manufacture that product as per the law in that country. So any such import is not considered as infringement activity. This is also known as exhaustion of patent rights. So with this, we have some clarity with respect to what are considered as infringing activities and what are exempted from the purview of the patent rights. In the next video, we will go over the provisions pertaining to infringement proceedings from the perspective of the patentee. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, be good and take care.